Do kids still get chased by dogs? I never heard my kids come in the house and be like, "Hey, Dad, I just got chased by a dog." We used to get chased by dogs all the time. I got a story about it. Like the head go. In defense to the kids today, dogs didn't live in the house like that back then. At least for black folks. That's my reference point. Like it's very rare that someone had a dog that lived in the house. They pretty much stayed in the yard, in the fence. Hell, my grandma had a dog that was tied to the tree his whole life. He got loose one time and he hauled ass. We never saw him again. And that's just how it was. Like if the dog got sick, I mean, he wasn't getting in nobody's car going to the vet. He better go out there and eat some of that damn grass, So that's just how it was. So dogs didn't really live in the house. One of the rare exceptions was my auntie Joanne. She had a Chihuahua named Pedro, and he looked kind of like that. He was mean as hell. He used to chase me around the house when I used to go over there, and he used to try to bite me on my ankles and my socks, and I have to run and jump on the bed, and he was too small to jump on the bed. And my homeboy Jerome had a dog that lived in the house, to a little fluffy dog, if I remember correctly. So one day, me and my homie Von Shea, we was chilling, we was cooling. So we was like, hey, let's go around, let's go over Jerome's house. You know what I mean? To holler at him real quick, because Jerome, he really didn't get to come outside like that, or he could only go like 50 feet from the house. That's Jerome right there in that Dallas Cowboys jacket on. Like, I mean, he's looking like damn man, I can't go nowhere, man. You know what I mean? So that's how it was. No, Ethel May didn't play that. You know what I mean? She was like, you stay in this house. You can go to that first corner right there and come back, and that was about as far as it could go for him. So me and Von Shea, we was gonna ride our bikes over there, to check the homie out. So in riding our bikes over there, we had to drive by Joey Coronado's house. And Joey Coronado, he lived in this beach house, and he lived right next to his grandparents. And his grandfather had this real mean German Shepherd, man. He was racist, and I say he was racist because it was one time it was me, Joey Coronado, Ruben Roach, God bless the dead, David Suarez. We were all over there, and they was petting the German Shepherd because his granddad had built this kennel with like a wooden fence in front of it, and the dog would get on his hind legs and he'd be barking every time I come over there. So they all patting him one day and stuff like that. And they were like, Joe, come pat him. Now I'm terrified. The dog was named Boo Boo. I'm terrified of Boo Boo. I ain't want no smoke. So, but I'm petting Boo Boo like everybody else. But then Boo Boo started looking at my hand real slow, like turning his head like that. And I snatched my hand back and he went, he tried to bite me and he just started going crazy. So I was like, oh, hell no. So then they was like, what, Joe, look, he don't bite. And so they all patting him and he just looking at me like I'm the problem. But I'm the only black dude there. So I knew then that Boo Boo was racist. So I wasn't messing with Boo Boo no more. But we had to ride by Joey's house to get to my homeboy Jerome. So we get over Jerome's house. What's up? We play, we do whatever we was gonna do. And then when then after a while it was time to leave. So when we get ready to leave, Von Shea has a flat on his front wheel. Von Shea's bike looked just like that, man. It was a Sigma. He had this exact same bike, but it was like fluorescent green, and it had the white disc rims on it, all that. And but on the rims, it had like these three little stripes on it and stuff. So when you ride, it would spin and it would make a noise like whoo, kind of like a Tesla. The sound a Tesla makes. That's how I used to kind of sound when he ride. So it was a nice bike, man. My bike was a bike that I had just made from a whole bunch of mismatched parts and stuff. It was all different colors and stuff. When Von Shea had the flat, I was like, man, I got you, dog. Man, I ride your bike. You can ride mine. So that was the opportunity for me to, ride Von Shea bike or whatever. So as we going home, I tell Von Shea, I say, hey, bro, look, don't trip, bro. Just be cool, chill. But Joey's dog is out. So the dog was just like sitting in the yard, and he was just, and we was just riding by, man. And in hindsight, I wouldn't have said, I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just rode on by, and then we got by, got past him and was gone. I should have been like, hey, Von Shea, Joey dog was out, bro. We rode right by him, but he didn't see the dog at first, right? So I told him to be cool, just keep running, you know what I mean? Because we was cool, he was cool. He wasn't even coming, he wasn't even starting up. So as soon as I said, don't trip, Joey dog out, man, this man didn't even look over there to see where the dog was at. He just get on his bike, mama, and lost his mind, bro. Just hollering, mama, mama. And so I'm getting up and the dog, like Boo Boo, he started coming, like, coming at us. And Vache losing his mind. Mama, Daddy, Lucky. He was just this way yelling, Mama, Daddy, Lucky. Because his dad's name was Lucky. God bless the dead. And Johnny Mae wasn't go come over there with a dog. Was Johnny Mae ain't messing with no dog either. She would have been trying to get out of there too. So I don't know why you calling Johnny Mae. But you know, I can see him calling Lucky. But bro, we on our own. So I'm on the bike. I'm standing up, hitting it like this, but I'm looking back, looking at the dog. Vache sitting down riding, right? And he had a nice bike, so his bike was a little faster than mine, so he wasn't really getting nowhere. So I'm smoking him with the flat tire on his own bike. But as I'm looking back, the dog is on this side, so I cross to this side, but he's just kind of like chasing Vache because I ain't saying nothing. I'm just quiet, trying to focus on getting out of there. And the dog is like occupied chasing Vache because he's going crazy. So when I realized that the dog ain't really chasing me, I hit the corner. Boom, I hit the corner. I think it's on, I think that's Gomez. Where I hit the corner on Gomez Street and go down. Vache's still going. And so, but the dog, just like I thought, was still going after him because he was acting crazy or whatever. So I hit Gomez. I go all the way down Cypress. And then I get to Havana and go to my house, man. I'm sitting in the house like, damn, man. I hope the homie got away, man. So then I'm just sitting at the house, man, like, dang, man. I'm just wondering if my boy got bit or what happened, man. And he ended up, man, about 10 minutes later, he ended up coming to the house, and it was like he got away. He said when he got over there to Jerry Laster house, and his dad Lucky and Jerry and Uncle Otis was out there. I think that was his name. They was out there in the front yard, and when the dog came, they like, they scared him off or whatever. So he didn't get bit. So I think he like said he crashed the bike in the yard or whatever. But I say all that to say this. Sometimes when you're in them pressure, high stress situation, danger, sometimes, man, you just got to stay cool, man. That thing will pass by. But my rant is over. Phylon out.